Hi, welcome to Rose Opal Knits, a crafty channel.
This is episode 76, and I'm Daphne.
And I'm Erica, and we are a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law duo from Delaware. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. If you are returning, we appreciate you choosing to spend your time with us, frequently. And if you are new, we hope that you stick around, you like what you see, and you consider subscribing. So we're going to get a little bit of information out of the way first. I wanted to say that I'm still sick. If you can hear it, I'm not as bad as I was, but I'm still not better. So there will be show notes in the description box below, but I'm not going to do much editing to the actual video this time either, just because.
That's a lot of work.
Why?
What do you mean? Putting everything across the screen and everything?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of work.
Oh!
What do you mean?
I heard that's not gonna work.
I was like, what?
Like you were gonna tell me I had to do it.
No, it's a lot of work. I was sticking up for you.
No,
Gosh.
I got you. Thanks. I can't hear fully. I've got like rumbling around in my ears and everything. Still coughing. But anyway.
She's the only one still sick. Everyone else is better.
I know. It stinks. All right. Well, what was I saying? So it's not going to go across the screen. And I'm not going to individually list every project down below, but I will link to our project pages. And if there's anything that you need that's, more specific information about, please just leave a comment, or you can email us at roseopalknits@gmail.com, or you can send us a DM on Instagram. Just however, we'll be happy to provide whatever information you need to you. We didn't have any giveaways, right?
No, we already did that, and it was mailed off.
Yeah.
A little late, but
yeah, I think
it was mailed off
on Friday,
Something
right?
like that.
Oh, we didn't say what today is. Monday, March 13th. So, and I feel like there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, I wanted to say thank you to those of you who have donated to the podcast through the Ko-Fi link below. And we really appreciate that. That helps us with shipping costs and the giveaways and everything. And for those of you that decided that you also wanted some Rose Opal Knits merch, and there were a few of you that decided you wanted a couple things. So if you don't have it yet, we hope that you'll get it soon and that you'll enjoy it. We like ours. This just actually arrived in the mail today. This was a mug that I purchased. I have water in it. But that's one of the things you can find in the Spreadshirt shop that links below. So anyway, it's fun. It was, I think it was fun.
Mason decided he wanted a sweatshirt with a hoodie, which I was kind of surprised because it's pink flowers and says Rose Opal.
They're not like bold pink.
No, but still, he's a 4-year-old boy, and we all know how 4-year-old boys are.
He just wanted Rose Opal Knits.
Yeah.
So
he's so excited, but it's not here yet.
All right, so we're going to get into the crafty goodness now. We have finished objects first, and I have knitting and crochet.
I have knitting.
So we will get into that. All right, you want to start?
Sure. I don't even know what I want to start with. We'll start with Holden's. Because Holden, my husband, requested enough socks, so he's never without a pair of socks. Mind you, this is a man who has said he does not like socks and does not want socks. And now he has claimed he is old enough to enjoy socks, basically. Basically is what it came down to when he said it, okay? He will deny it, but basically what he said. And I was like, I don't know why you don't enjoy socks. But
he likes them now, so.
Yeah, so these are the socks he got. His two favorite colors are green and purple, so these are purple. And this is Mama Jess in Purple Rain. I got it from the Crazy Sock Lady shop before she closed, and they are very different. But I mean, that's what you get with hand-dyed yarn sometimes.
Yeah,
He is
sometimes the
fine with it.
speckling will be heavier on one side.
Yeah, that's why they also say you should
alternate.
I cannot think of the word.
Mm-hmm.
Alternate your skeins if you're knitting like a larger item.
Mm-hmm.
But for socks,
it doesn't matter.
Nope,
I mean, and if you wouldn't want something like this for your socks, you could definitely take your 100-gram ball into 2 50-gram cakes and then alternate it.
Yeah.
That way, and it would disperse the speckles more evenly. But
yeah, I'm not going to.
Yeah.
Neither me or him care. So any socks I knit, are just gonna be knit how they knit out, basically. Mm-hmm. But these ones are a DK weight, so it's a 56 count on a US 3 for him. And I did 1x1 rib for 12 rounds, 8 rounds of stockinette, heel flap and gusset without the slip stitches, and then a short wedge toe, which just means I decrease down so there's 24 stitches still instead of 16, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're and I knit them the foot a little bit longer than I had been, because I noticed that they were like scrunching up on his foot, like not scrunching up, falling down his
slipping down the back of his heel.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem to mind, so I'm like, whatever. Mm-hmm. So I added more, but so normally this would go more to a point, but he has very wide block feet, so he doesn't like them too pointy.
Okay, sorry about that. And I have a cough drop now, so I apologize. Also, I also noticed that one of the fire detectors, the battery must be getting low because it's beeping. So I hope you can't hear it when it does it. All right. Were you still talking about your socks?
Oh, no. Those are done.
All right. I have a finished object. It is in this bag by Amy of Noble Character Crafts. And it is the almost basic cowl that I was knitting for my son Ralph. I was down here the last time I showed it. And it is completed, blocked and everything. I think I'm holding it upside down. No, I'm not. All right, this is the right side up. So this is a free pattern on the RoseOpalKnits website, on the blog. And it is knit, will you hold it? Thanks. With Barocco Ultra Wool. And this is how much I have left. So, not a lot left. I didn't weigh it this time. Sorry, I didn't weigh it this time. But usually it's about 80 to 85 grams of that Barocco Ultra Wool. It's the only thing I've knitted out of. I've knitted 3 times now. What did I want to say? So, of course, I knit it to pattern because it's my pattern. But you cast on at the bottom with a US 9, and you knit ribbing for, I think it's 8 rounds, and then you switch to some stockinette, a stockinette panel here and on the back, but then the sides continue to have ribbing. Can you see that? Okay. And then as you get towards the top, there's a few decreases, and then the top ribbing, you go down a needle size to a US 8. It's a very easy, quick, simple knit, or it could take forever like mine does. I just let it sit there for a while. But that's it, and I took some pictures with him, and he looks cute in it. So that's that. You want to do another finished object?
Well, mine kind of go together, so we're going to talk about them together, because it's baby stuff, and they go together. But so this is the romper. Look, it's already wrinkled. This is blocked. It is finished, and then my other hand is bonnet. They're both the Anchors pattern, so I believe it's the Anchors onesie or romper. I forget which one. Anchors onesie, romper, whichever one, by Petite Knits, and then the Anchors bonnet. So they both have that ribbing detail on them. And they were both knit to pattern, actually. No, they weren't. That's a lie. My legs for this were getting way too long, so I did the decreases according to pattern until it got to the length, and then I did a rapid decrease a little bit more of a rapid decrease than the pattern called for, and then the ribbing. But then everything else was knit to pattern. The legs were just getting long, is what it was. Yeah, because the arms were fine. It was just the legs for some reason. I don't know. But then the bonnet was knit to pattern.
You show the bonnet up near the buttons. Mm-hmm.
They were pretty close. Not exactly, but so they were both done. So this was done on a US 5, but this was done on a US 5, and then the ribbing was a US 3, I believe. Pretty sure. But so this yarn is Yarn Bee Authentic Hand Dyed Tonal in Iron Soot. And then this one, I have a lot of this left actually, is Craftly Dyed Yarn in the Blue Sea. But they're very cute. I forgot to bring up Paisley's baby doll. That looks pretty cute on her.
Mm-hmm, it does. Mm-hmm.
But it's okay. Her baby doll is missing an eyelash anyways.
I know I need to glue that back on. Do you want to talk about the cow?
The cow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the baby.
Cozy Kids.
It's not even baby knit. It's a Cozy Kids cow.
Mm-hmm.
But when did we even start that? January?
I think so. Mm-hmm.
January something. It's going on right now till April 30th, which is my due date, which is why we got baby knits.
Mm-hmm.
And it is any kids thing that you make, basically. So
You just join us on Instagram
Yeah.
using the hashtags, and they're below.
they're like ROK Cozy Kids now, and then ROK Cozy Kids FO.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I have not posted pictures of those at all. I have not taken pictures of anything since the Bean and Olive I finished for Paisley.
Oh, really?
So I have Ravelry pages. This is a disclaimer. I have Ravelry pages. There are no pictures. Thought from there, like the Bean and Olive onwards, no pictures yet. Okay. But nothing has been worn. Like my socks are still sitting there, just on the blockers that I showed last podcast. I haven't touched them because I need pictures. But yeah, I am slacking on that. But there are pages, and their information is on the pages, just no pictures. So.
All right. Well, I have a finished object in my white rose fiber co bag, and you'll see this all year because this is the bag that I use for my dishcloths. I'm doing one a month. And I finished March's dishcloth. I did not weave in the ends, but I finished it. So now I have 3 full. Yeah, they're back there. I'm not going to reach back there. So I have 3.
Oh, see them.
They're in that right.
Oh.
Yeah. So I have 3 that are all of this Colonial Rose, I think it's called. It's Knit Picks Dishy. That's not that one.
I think you're right.
Colonial Rose.
Yeah, because I think you said Old Rose last time, and then you read it.
Yeah, Colonial Rose Dishy color. And I use a US 8, which is, what's that, a 5mm needle?
I think so.
Yeah, 5mm needle. And then I started April's dishcloth because I was just like enjoying knitting the dishcloths, and I had a little bit left of the Colonial Rose. So I used up the rest of that Colonial Rose color and then started it on my next color, which is this. It's also dishy, and it's called Inlet, I believe.
That sounds right. I was about to say. Sounds like a dishy color.
Yep. So, and that's the ball. So I imagine I'll finish this one. I don't think I'll be able to squeeze 3 full ones. No, I don't know. Because this dishcloth's going to use a lot more than this amount. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I have at the end. But so that took us into whips.
I only have 3.
I only have 3 too.
Okay.
All right, you want to go?
Sure. We'll talk about socks, I was thinking. Okay, so Holden socks were my new scheme, like, for March. I was like, what month is it? Look. Anyway, so this is that's the full skein from my one cubby for March. So these are my scrappy socks. It's in my Mountain State Stitches bag. And these ones technically aren't like scraps, but they were already caked, so they're in the scrap bin. Well, one of them's a scrap, the other is not. But anyway, so this is where I'm at. And I have cut the yarn because I'm going to put in a heel. But, so it is a 1x1, it's a 64 count. And then the ribbing is 1x1, and then it's just going to be a vanilla foot. Well, leg and foot. So that's where I'm at. And they're on a US 1.5, 1.5, which is a 2.5 millimeter.
And vanilla means stockinette stitch.
Yes.
Plain sock, no pattern.
Yes. So both yarns are... Something's wrong with my yarn. Anyways, both yarns are Clark & L's, and I don't have tags for either of these because they're from 2020, right?
Mm-hmm. I think so, yeah.
I think that's when they were. But anyways, so this is the Mystery Club that she had, and this is the November color. I believe it was called November Woods, but the November color. And then this one is the autumn box. Mm-hmm. It wasn't a monthly one, it was just a mystery autumn one, and we split this one basically. So she already has socks in this, and then she's just like, oh, I need a different color. And I was like, hey, I have a Clark & L Sparkle. And so she used this one, and then I was like, oh, I need socks with this as the contrast, and then this as the main color. Mm-hmm. So I'm finally doing that, but they're very cute together. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I gotta put the heel in, and that's why the yarn's cut. And it's just gonna be normal heel flap and gusset.
Slip stitch heel flap?
Yep, heel, yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's very pretty. You can't see the sparkle from back here. You can see it up there. It's very sparkly. Like, Holden saw it last night, and he's like, that's a sparkly sock. Here. It's so sparkly.
You can't see it. It like sticks up off of the...
Yeah, she does not dye yarn anymore, I don't think. So, she like randomly has it in her shop. But her sparkle is very sparkly. Like, one of the most sparkly ones I've seen, actually, I think.
Alright, so in this bag from Molly Klein Design, I think this is like from 2019 or something, like it's old. I was enjoying knitting the dishcloth so much, but I didn't want to just like knit a bunch of dishcloths. I mean, I could have, but I was like, no, I don't need that many dishcloths. So I decided to pick up,
oh no,
it's all right, this project. And I have a bunch of ends that need to get woven in. And it's kind of a funny shaped thing. But the last time I showed it, oh sorry Daphne, I was right there. So since the last time I showed it, I knit that much. And now I'm into the mock cable portion, which is like, this is as wide as it's gonna get. And the mock cable portion is most of the, I'm sorry, I have this. All right, sorry. Is the mock cable, and it looks very pretty. Oh no, sorry. So will you mind holding it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I never think to grab it from you.
This is a free pattern on Ravelry, or at least it was when I got it. Called The Front Porch Shawl by the Autumn Acorn. And sorry about black and white, that's the only way we print here. But I guess these, you know, will be this. When you wrap it around and you tie it, and then those will hang there like that. But I mean, it's just a fun, relaxing knit. And I actually got into the mock cable portion, and I was like, oh, this is fun, something different. And then I got distracted by the next project I'll show you, but not right now. Daphne couldn't go ahead. Oh, I didn't tell you about my yarn. Let me tell you about my yarn.
One's on the ground.
This is Noble Character Crafts Embrace, which she does no longer dyes anymore. And this is, I have 2 balls of this. This is Dream and Color Jilly in the Retriever colorway. And then I have 2 little balls of this, which is the HKNT in Caribbean Sea. And then this is Bay Street Yarns Stepping Stone, which HKNT became Bay Street Yarns on Etsy. So I got those. Not together, but I got them from the same shop. So, and they're not like a perfect match, but they look good together, I think. Good enough. And then this is where my yarn broke on me, and I had to like tink back some, and I decided not to go all the way to the edge because I was being lazy. I'll just...
It looks beachy again.
Yeah.
Which was it, your Noah shawl?
My Noah shawl.
Like beachy colors
I was thinking that the colors were kind of similar to my Noah shawl.
Yeah, like
there's a little bit more lavendery pinks in my Noah, but
yeah, I saw you pull it out, and I was like, "Is that her Noah shawl?" And I was like, "No, she finished that a while ago."
I'm knitting this on a US 5, which is a 3.75 millimeter needle. So, you want to show?
Sure. We'll talk about this one, which is in my Target bag from my mom. And this is the baby blanket. I haven't knit much of this, but I did add my other color. I don't even know if I put a marker on. I did. It's a little sunflower. Look at it. It's cute. It's from you, isn't it? Pretty sure. It's a cute sunflower. But anyway, I don't know. I felt like it needed it.
It looks cute on it.
But anyway, so all I've done is the brown. And this is the Pearl Soho Forever Baby Blanket. It's a no purl blanket. So it's got a rib look to it, but you don't actually purl at all. Which is why I chose this. I was very interested in how it was knit. But I'm like, it's a free pattern, so if you want to know, you gotta go look at it at least, okay? I don't want to like explain it all, because then it's like, what's the point, like, of having the pattern? You know what I mean?
But it's a free pattern.
Yeah, it's a free pattern, but still, like. Anyways, it's done on. I'm knitting it on a US 10.5, which is a 6.5 millimeter, and this green, both the yarns are from Hobby Lobby. It is Hobby Lobby. Yarn B, no, it's not. Yes, it is. It's Yarn B, Yarn ID, and then the green is Soft Succulent, and then the brown is Cafe what?
Cafe au lait.
Olay. I don't know this stuff. It doesn't look right. That does not like my brain does not do that. Okay. But anyways, it's cute, and I haven't knit very much of the brown, but it's okay. I have over a month to knit a baby blanket. Okay, so that's that. There's not much to say about it. It's a free pattern.
And if you're knitting or crocheting baby blankets, you can join the Cozy Kids Make Along. All right, so then I was knitting on my front porch shawl Saturday morning, and Daphne and I were watching knitting podcasts. We're trying to catch up because we hadn't watched any in a couple weeks. And
that day we watched Kay, the Crazy Sock Lady, and Carla from Carla Knits. And they both knit and crochet.
Yeah, and so they were talking about crochet blankets, and I was like, man, they're really making me want to crochet a blanket. You know, I really want to crochet a granny square. I've never crocheted a granny square. I know the basics of crochet, and that's it. Like the stitches, how to work them. And honestly, I'm going to be very truthful with you. Like a granny stripe blanket kind of scares me because of that long chain.
I would twist it.
Yeah, that long chain. Or I would just probably do it, make it too tight, and then it would be tight at the bottom, and then I don't know.
I would have to go with like 3 hooks. Do just a chain.
And
then do it. But then, even then, I'd still mess it up. It'd go all like wavy on the sides.
I love the way they look, but hold on. All right. So I kept talking about these. I want to crochet a blanket. I want to crochet a blanket. So finally, I was like, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna learn how to crochet a granny square because I like the look of the granny squares, and everything. So here is the start of my granny square blanket.
Do you not have a beginning of round?
It's in the center there. I'm showing you the back. So right there. I
Do
started.
you not have a marker?
Started in the center. No, I don't need a marker. I'll show you where it is. It's right here. I know. That's where I go.
As long as you know where it is,
Yeah.
it's fine. I was just expecting there to be a marker on it, okay?
No.
I've never done the granny square. All I've done is like the little things. What are those called?
The amigurumis?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
I was like, what are these things?
Mm-hmm. So it looks a little wonky because my tension is still I'm getting used to it. And I do have one mistake that I talked to my associate here next to me. And I said, I've got one mistake. I don't feel like ripping back because I was already like almost 4 rounds away from it when I noticed it. It's right here.
I think
and I'll show it to you because I don't mind. But I think there's one extra double crochet is what it is. Either that or I went over, like I didn't do it at the 2 chain hole. I think I might have gone over. I don't know what I did exactly, but it's right there. So,
no one else will notice except for
yeah,
me and you.
It didn't mess up the counts or anything. So I, a long time ago, had been a member of Craftsy, and it was like sign up for Craftsy and get 1 free class for your library or something. And I picked how to do the granny square, and I never watched it. I watched other classes while I was a member of Craftsy, but I didn't watch that one. So I was like, I'm just gonna watch I mean, I know there's plenty of stuff on YouTube, but I figured I had the class. It was all right there in one spot. So I went to it, and then I just followed the tutorial and the way she did it in the center start, and then just followed around. She didn't use any markers.
No.
Yeah, she didn't use any markers, and she just said you would know because of the little blip, and that's how I know when I get to this little blip.
That's just there?
That's a little blip, and so
how do you finish it then?
So when you make the corners on the granny square, you do 3 double crochets into this 2 chain hole, I think is what she called it. So am I showing you the back? I'm showing you the back again.
I want to do a granny square, the little flower one. So I want to do that, but then I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, that would be fun. So anyway, you do 3 double crochets, 2 chain, 3 more double crochets into that same hole, and that makes your corner. But when you get to your start of the round, there it is. When you get to the start of the round, you've already got this little blip here, which was a 5 chain, and it's just kind of sticking out of this 2 chain hole. And so you do 3. It doesn't look like I did 3 there. I'll have to look. No, that looks like I only did 2. No, there they are, 3. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I might have to rip this round back. Anyway, it doesn't matter. No. I'm not that far. Anyway.
Oh yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'm not that far. I haven't finished the round yet.
I haven't actually seen it in person yet.
No, she only saw it in pictures.
Yeah,
she was working this
texted me a
weekend.
picture and was like, "Should I rip this back?" And I was like, "No, probably not."
So anyway, so this is a 5. I don't even really understand crochet terminology.
Neither do I.
Okay.
Like, I don't know how
So all of you experience
crochet these little dolls.
Yeah, I don't know how you do it.
I don't know.
Uh-huh.
I don't understand it.
No,
but I kind of wing it and hope for the best.
So you're all probably laughing at me, all of you experienced crocheters. But I know that this is a 5-chain blip thing here. And it fills in for a double crochet. So when I get back to here, I have to make 2 double crochets into this hole, and then I slip a stitch through here to kind of pull it down.
Oh.
And then it just looks like a regular corner.
Oh.
And then I start again with a 5 chain, come back, and it starts all over again. So that's how I know where my beginning is. So basically what I'm doing is this blanket, I'm just going to knit a huge square. So a square's, I mean, I don't know how huge it's going to be actually, because it all depends on my yarn. But whatever,
quite a bit of yarn.
Yeah, whatever size I get is what I'm going to, the size I'm going to make it. It's going to be for the house. It's like my learning blanket. I'm using this yarn, Lion Brand Mandala, in the Warlock Sorcerer colorway. Or is it just Warlock?
It's just Warlock.
Okay.
Because I think the other ones are supposed to be like
different language. Okay. And quite a bit of this is gone already, and the square's not that big. So, but I have 4 of these. They were originally in Daphne's stash, and then she passed.
I was gonna make a crochet blanket.
Oh, okay. Were you? Well,
yes.
It's becoming what it was meant to be.
I was going to make little. No, it wasn't this pattern. Like, it wasn't just a granny square. It was hexagons. Forget what the pattern was, but it was.
Oh, was that Amy of Noble Character Crafts little hexagons?
It was so cute.
She does hers with Scrappy, but yeah.
But I was gonna use this and just like kind of have it like fading into the like stripy colors because it's stripy yarn. So I was just gonna like keep adding them in like 2-row segments basically, and then just keep going down and like back and forth down the blanket. And then I was like, nope. My tension was off, and then I kept messing up. So I was like, nope, I'm done.
Well, but anyway, so I am really enjoying this.
See, that seems more enjoyable. Like, as a first time crochet
that's
blanket,
what I think. Yeah,
you know,
for
like,
me.
I was a little too ambitious with my first crochet blanket, and it didn't happen. So,
yeah.
That's fine.
So, and, you know, I think I'll work out my tension issues with this one and everything.
That's what it is. Like, I don't know how to keep my tension.
Because we're English knitters, so we tension our yarn in our right hand. But when you crochet, you tension your yarn in your left hand, and it is a different feel. So,
I've gotten better at it. I know that.
Yeah, practice will definitely make it better. But anyway, I'm enjoying it, and I'll have a blanket now. I don't know if anyone in my family will actually want to use this blanket, because they're all like, blanket with holes is silly. So, I mean, it does have holes, and it's, you know, their toes will be poking through and whatever, but
we've heard how Holden feels about crochet blanket.
So, so anyway, but that's my crochet project, and I am using a, excuse me, H hook?
I thought you were using an L.
I was using that for the other yarn. I tried 2 other yarns before this yarn. And so I needed her crochet hook. I'll give it back to you now. An L, which is an 8mm. There, you can have that back. I didn't like that yarn at all. So.
Oh, was that what you were using that one yarn for? Oh,
yeah.
Now that makes more sense.
Yeah. But anyway, so
I didn't even question
I finally got to this mandala yarn, and I knew I'd like it because I'm using it. I'll go ahead and show this now.
I've learned that I don't really like to crochet other than with cotton, really, or that like velvety yarn. You guys know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like the Burnett blanket yarn. It's like velvety feeling. I'm fine with that, but that's still not my favorite. But I prefer to just crochet with cotton. So all those little dolls I've done lately, well, not lately, I haven't done one in a while, but they were all done in cotton yarn, and I found that more enjoyable than like wool or
acrylic,
yeah. I don't know. It's like I split it a lot. I don't know.
Well, this Lion Brand yarn isn't splitty.
I split it a bunch when I tried to do it, which is why I think I didn't like it.
So then on Sunday, I was working on my crochet blanket some, and I did a little cross stitching. And then in the evening, I had some more free time, and I was going to pick up my crochet blanket again. And then I was like, you know what? I kind of feel bad for my other blanket that I'm knitting out of the Lion Brand Mandala yarn. So I picked it up and knit on it for like 2 hours.
I forgot about this.
So this is a habitation throw that I started in January, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Something like that.
And I had a bunch of scraps from different mandalas because I knit a sweater out of it. And
that black's not the mandala.
No, but I knit a sweater with holding triple the mandala and this black yarn together, a big bulky sweater. And but so I did knit for a couple hours, but I guess I must have been taking breaks or something because that's not really a whole lot. But so that's what I did. The last time I showed it was here. And this is what it looks like. And I am modifying the habitation throw because I'm not using fingering weight yarn. I am using DK worsted. And I am knitting it on a US 10.5, which is a 6.5 millimeter needle. And I'm leaving out the eyelets. So, but I think it's going to be pretty. So I
have to convince Mary Rose it's not hers.
Mary Rose thinks everything is hers. So, like I said, I have a bunch of balls of this mandala, or I think it's called Sirens. And because I was trying to manage my colors when I knit my sweater. I'm not trying too much to do that with the blanket. But then I also have Lion Brand Pound of Love black.
I was about to say it's probably just called black.
Black, yeah. And so that I'm striping that in every so often as well. And I'll just knit that till my yarn runs out. Well,
how are you gonna?
The last portion of the blanket will be black.
Do you have black already?
Yeah, I've got a whole nother skein of the Pound of Love of black.
Do you? You bought that?
I bought that for the blanket.
Oh, okay.
Because that was the only way I was going to make it work. And I might need another one. It's kind of going to be how I did my Advent habitation throw.
One half stripey, the other half
solid. Yeah. Uh-huh.
I should really work on my habitation.
So,
I do it all the time.
So that's all I've worked on.
You have another
more. Yeah.
I have one more. It's in my Paper Cranes bag. And I told myself I was going to start this and finish it before this podcast. And then I was like, nah, I want to do baby knits instead. But that's fine. Anyways. So this is on a very short cable. Because that's how I like to knit. But anyways, this is the Province top. It is very short cable. But it is the medium size. And this is my second one. So I have one in blue. But then I had said I wanted another one last year after I finished the blue one. And I never went and made it. So this is my second one. And this is Hobby Lobby's 44th Street in the mustard color, which is discontinued. Like, they don't carry 44th Street at all anymore. But, so I'm knitting it exactly like my blue one. Well, not exactly, actually. I'm going to knit the body just a little bit longer. Like maybe an inch longer than the blue one, I think. But I don't know yet. That was what my thought was. But I don't know. And I'm knitting this on a US 9, which is a 5.5 millimeter. And so far, it is just getting knit to pattern. I did knit my blue one to pattern. So, I knit the cropped version. So, but that's where I'm at. Not very far.
So you want to knit this one in between the cropped and the regular
Well, I knit, okay, so like the cropped one says like 8 to 10 inches for your body, but then the full length one is like 12 to 14, something like that.
Oh, is it that much longer? Oh, okay.
Something like that, basically. I'm still going to be in the cropped one, but like, I think I'm just going to add a little extra length. Not a whole lot, because I think I'm going to seam this one to make, because it's a little bit thicker than my first one because this yarn's a little bit thicker. I am holding it double also. I didn't say that. It is held double. And it is a little bit thicker than the blue one, so it's going to be stiffer. It's not even stiff, but like it's going to be a little bit stiffer, and I still want it to be like flowy. So I think I'm going to steam it, so I don't want to add too much length.
Yeah, but you don't want to steam it too much either, because then
no,
it'll
I'm
make
just
it
going to
shiny.
steam it a little bit.
Oh,
but
I never talked about what I was wearing.
Well, that was pretty much all about this.
Okay.
So I mean, I'm just in the body, so I haven't even knit very much.
Because it's knit from the bottom up.
Yeah, it's knit bottom up. But it'll get there.
Right.
I think I'm like 5-ish inches in, because you measure from the very bottom, like cast on edge. So I'm like 5 inches in. So I have like 5 more.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that for now.
All right, I am wearing the Dead Easy. It was, when I knit it, when I got the pattern, it was a free pattern on Ravelry, and it was basically just 2 sizes, and I think it was meant to be knit with thinner yarn than what I went with, because I think that's how I got it to work for my size, was that I knitted out of a DK weight yarn. So it's just a basic circular yoke, and it's got little, you know, yarn over details, and some kind of like slightly fancy stitch there. It's not too fancy, but, and then the ribbing is a little fancy, but it's supposed to be like a 3/4 length sleeve, and I did it full sleeve. And I knit this years ago. I believe I do have a Ravelry page for it, and I knit it out of, what is that yarn that Sue sells at the Yarn Maven? Our local yarn store is the Yarn Maven in Smyrna, Delaware. I knit my Thanksgiving sweater out of
Prairie
it.
Fun. Prairie something.
Yes, Perry's Fun DK.
Okay, yeah. I was like Prairie.
That's what it is.
Like that
It's a non-superwash yarn. It's one of my favorite, one of my absolute favorite yarns.
I have a sweater quantity of it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I have a couple. And
I do. It's a care sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's in a bag.
Yeah, no. Did you get that? We got that at the sale, because I got a new sweater amount.
I bought it before the sale, and then I bought an extra skein of the yellow, I believe. Like an extra skein of whatever my main color is. Like,
yeah.
It's literally in a bag. Wound up, ready to go. Pretty sure there are needles in the bag too.
Oh, really? Wow. You're ready to go.
I haven't knit on my sweaters. Like that.
I know, I haven't been
Provenance is the most I've knit on a garment for myself, actually.
No, I haven't really wanted to know my sweaters either.
That's my excuse.
I mean, I have 2 blankets going. Like, I haven't knit on socks anyway. But anyway, so that's what this is, Dead Easy. And I forget what the designer's name is, but if you can't find it and you want to know, just contact me. And okay,
I have one purchase.
One purchase, okay.
I have one purchase, and so I'm going to say this now. It is already sold out, so you cannot get it if you go looking for it.
Didn't she make a second batch that's sold out too?
Did she? I don't know. Maybe it's not sold out. You can go check. But when I checked last, it was sold out. And this is by Red's Lady Creates. It's on Etsy, but it's a little coffee gnome bag, and it's so cute. And then the inside fabric is little coffee beans. I am so excited.
It's super cute. I showed it to her. I knew as soon as I saw it, I was like, this looks like Daphne.
It's a coffee gnome.
And hold on, cute. We're almost done.
Anyway.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, she came in talking to me, and she's like, look at this. And I was like, I need that.
I know, and she ordered it. But yeah, so it's Red Ladies Creates, and Tammy Redmond is her name.
But anyway, she also sent along, I have candies in here still.
Oh, do you?
There's 3 of them. But anyway, so this little tin, and in it I stuck the candies. So,
little lifesavers. Is that what
I'm worried that there's cinnamon.
Oh, well, you won't know unless you try one.
I don't like cinnamon stuff. I don't like cinnamon candy at all. But anyway.
I can't smell anything.
I think they're just lifesavers, so I don't think they're cinnamon. But anyway, so there were some light bulb stitch markers, which I always lose my stitch markers.
She does. Because I find them in the couch, under the couch.
The kids grab my bags and they just fall out. So it's like they're always going missing. But then there was also a little pin. It was cute. But yeah, so yes, in my defense, my kids grab my bags and they run around with them. Or they just like knock them off my lap as I'm sitting there knitting. They'll just like come up, shove a Kindle in my face, and then grab their Kindle and then knock everything on the ground. And then everything goes everywhere. So yes, I lose my stitch markers all the time. But I use the light bulb stitch markers and then those little tiny ones. Look, I might not even have any in here. They might be missing. Well, we'll go see. They weren't missing this time, which is shocking. But anyway, so there's one on my sock. Now I'm going to be able to see it. There's one. So I have two in my bag normally.
Oh yeah, I find those all the time on the
floor.
floor.
And then these little tiny ones. Like, can't even show you this. Like these little tiny things, right? And yeah. You can get them in like the craft
I was going to say, if you make jewelry, that's what it is. Because it's got
these are.
Yeah, it's exactly what it is. Because it's got the opening so that you can separate it.
No, they're like, even from, these ones are actually from a craft store right now.
Yeah.
Like, you can get them at Walmart.
What are they called? An eye-ring?
Something like that. Yeah. No, they're like just the little tiny ones. They're like, I think they're like 8 millimeters, 9 millimeters, something like that. You can get them in a couple different sizes. Because, I mean, like, they've been like little ones on there. Like that's an actual progress keeper. So they have them. And those are what I use for stitch markers because I lose them all the time. You'll find them literally anywhere. Yeah. If I have been there, there are probably at least 3.
I want to say, I don't know if she posted any more in her shop, or maybe she did and they're all gone too. But I know that over the last few days, I saw an Instagram post that she had gotten more of this fabric to make more bags. So
I'm looking.
You're looking in the shop?
Yeah, I'm going. Takes a minute to get there. Have you ever like gone to look up there are some in the shop. Oh look. She got a drawstring one too. I love drawstring bags. Look at it. But yeah.
Yeah. So this should go up tomorrow morning, so maybe there'll still be
some in
the shop.
There's only 2 left of the one of the drawstring one, and 3 left of the zipper one, which is what I got. But I also want to size. I want to show this on the podcast because it's super cute. From Angela of Willow Tree Yarns.
Angela, hi.
Okay,
Angela.
Look. So she posted on her story. It was a dye pot. She's a yarn dyer, in case y'all have not heard of her yet.
Angela, Willow Tree Yarns.
Yes, it's Willow Tree Yarns on Etsy. And she has such pretty yarns. But anyway, so she posted a picture to her story, so you can't like go look at her or anything, of a dye pot. I was like, that's so pretty.
She was like, Angela's dyeing again. She showed a picture of a dye pot. It was so pretty.
Waiting for it. So literally I saw it and I was like waiting for it. And then it wasn't going in her shop and I was like, but it's
I said, well, maybe she was dying for herself.
That's going to be so sad. But anyways, so she's actually doing like a collab with Hey Country Creations is what it is. So this is the yarn that she...
I was just going to say, Hey Country Creations is the beaded stitch markers that we've talked about.
I don't have any right now up here.
I think so. Yeah.
I have a lot of them.
Like that.
They're super cute. And she has her own shop too, but hers is on her own website, actually, not on Etsy anymore. But anyway, so this yarn is going to be a little hard to show, but it's super cute little pastels colors. But it's so cute. But anyway, so with this, you can either... It's
like a kit. Like, not a kit, but
Yeah, so you can pick between 2 colors. So it's this one, like I just showed, which is... Let me make sure I know the color name. Early Spring. And then the other one is Speckled Eggs, which is the super pretty blue. Ooh, that's blowing out. It's not that bright of a blue.
Yeah,
no, it's a lighter blue. If
you want to see it.
Yeah, it's a lighter blue. But then you can choose between 3 different Hey Country Creations progress keepers. So there's this little flower bouquet.
That's pretty.
It's cute. That's the one I picked. And then this one, it's You can actually see it. It says mom,
Mom.
with flowers. And then a little paw print.
Oh,
they're
that's cute.
so cute.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, so
Angela is not sponsoring this episode
No.
at all.
no, I was just very excited about it, and I was on Etsy to look at that.
Well,
bag.
you bought one, right?
I did.
Which one did you get? The speckled eggs or the?
No, I got the early spring, the pastel-y ones.
Okay.
And then the bouquet. So, but yeah, they're in her shop. You have to go to Angela's shop, the Willow Tree.
Willow Tree Yarn.
Yes, and it is super cute. I'm so excited. It is a pre-order though, so I don't know exactly when it's coming, but that's fine. I wanted it.
Yeah, that's fun. All right, well, we don't have anything exciting that's been going on. I've been sick.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And I mean,
there
were other
work
people
anymore.
in the house that were sick, but I'm the one that's still sick.
Yeah, the only thing that's happened is yesterday was my last day at work. So.
Yep. And we have my niece's wedding on Friday.
Yeah.
Which Paisley, my granddaughter, Daphne's daughter, and my daughter, Mary Rose, are going to be in the wedding, looking all fancy. Oh, I forgot Mason.
Mason's the ring bearer.
Yeah. And so.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We gotta make sure we take pictures of that.
Oh yeah.
I'll probably forget. I always say I need to take pictures and then don't.
I would love to say that I'll vlog it, but I can't guarantee that. So, but all right. I don't know how long we've talked, but definitely had to stop and start plenty of times. All right. So if you've stuck with us this long, thank you so much. We appreciate it. And leave us a comment and we'll get back to you. Or chat back with you. And we will see you hopefully in 2 weeks, right?
I don't see why we want it.
Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Hopefully I'll be better by then. All right. Bye.